Hello, friendos worldwide, and welcome to the 2019 Going in Raw WWE Draft, where Raw and SmackDown battle it out for brand bragging rights. I'm your host, Burl Bruce, and as always, I'm joined by my broadcast colleague, the living legend, the 19-time NWA Southern States champion, the Gas Man, Jesse Gas.
I was told you'd be a lady, Burl.
Sorry to disappoint you, Jesse.
Oh, I'm not disappointed. I'm just excited to be here. The boys, Steve and Larson, they're paying me with a steak meal, Burl. That's right, this is the first time old Jesse the Gas Man has been paid for a job that hasn't been with crack since the early 90s.
Well, Jesse, let's earn that steak meal. Tell me, what are you expecting from the Raw and SmackDown brands tonight?
Oh, there's a lot of great talent out there in the draft pool there, Burl. I did notice, though, none of the talent in the WWE today look like they're on steroids. Kind of makes me wonder how they even made it in the pro wrestling business in the first place.
Well, before we start blowing too much hot air, let's review the rules. Each brand will select 20 total competitors, 10 men, 5 women, and 5 tag teams. Scoring will be done by, the rules here on this graphic. Jesse, tell me, can you make head or tails out of the scoring system?
Afraid not, Burl. Number one, I don't know how to read, and number two, the only scoring Jesse Gas Man Gas is good at has been with the ladies and or farm animals.
Well, Lady Luck has smiled upon SmackDown because they will select first. I'm getting word. Yes, the first pick is in. Steve here is on his way to the podium. Let's see who the first selection is.
Hello, everybody. Steve here. Welcome to the draft. Off camera, I won a coin flip so that Team SmackDown, which, how did I become Team SmackDown? Why didn't I get to be Team Raw? I think it's because I have a blue shirt, right? Okay, fair enough. Anyways, I'm going to read a quick statement before I get started. Ladies and gentlemen, I could literally draft 20 sacks of shit today, given the marketing muscle behind SmackDown currently with Fox at the helm. However, I will not draft 20 sacks of shit. No, I'm going to draft the 20 best talented, most talented superstars available to me on draft board. Now, to get started with my number one pick today, Team SmackDown drafts Seth Rollins. I just blew it up, man. I just blew it up. Eat shit.
Wow, huge first pick by Steve. Seth Rollins is definitely the workhorse of WWE.
Yeah, if he's like any of the other horses I used to fight back in the day, Team SmackDown got themselves a pretty darn good pick.
Well, I believe you mean hosses, Jesse.
No, I used to actually wrestle horses, Burl. You ever try to German suplex a mare without getting kicked in the dick?
Hi, everybody. Ann Larson here. I'll be representing Raw. And as general manager of Raw, I'm here to make sure that Raw, not SmackDown, Raw remains WWE's flagship program, leading the way into the future of sports entertainment. With that being said, I'd like to make my first selection. Now, this wrestler, this superstar, this sports entertainer is the most marketable superstar in all of WWE. She is the man, Becky Lynch.
Excellent pick there by Larson, picking Becky Lynch, the most marketable star in all of WWE.
She calls herself the man, Burl.
Correct?
But she's a woman.
Correct.
I don't get it.
With the second pick of the 2019 WWE Draft, Team SmackDown selects this man. You can guarantee he's on every episode of what he's on. His current United States champion, AJ Styles of the OCs. Yeah. Woo! That's how you do it. I just won the draft.
Solid pick from Steve here. Hold on. I'm getting word that, yes, Gallows and Anderson will be included with Steve's pick of AJ Styles. Steve has selected the entirety of the OC.
Yeah, this is a good pick, Burl. He got all the OCs in one package.
It's the OC.
The OCs, that's what they are.
OC.
OCs.
OC.
What does it stand for?
Original.
Okay.
Official.
Okay.
Only club that matters.
Well, which one is it?
There's no lenses in these glasses. Raw, with their second pick, selects Roman Reigns. He's on the cover of WWE 2K20 along with Becky Lynch. Thank you very much.
Looks like Ann Larson's gone with picking a dog. Roman Reigns.
Yes, Roman Reigns, the big dog. Raw is now his yard.
Yeah, very interesting. I fought many a dog in my day, bro.
In the wrestling ring?
No, like backyards, living rooms, trying to get through windows.
That was going to be my pick. All right. Ooh. This next guy. Oh, man. Vince McMahon loves him. In fact, he is the current king of the ring. SmackDown selects Baron Corbin. You're not me. There you go.
Ooh, interesting pick there by Steve here, picking King Corbin. Perhaps a tad too soon. He might have been available later in the draft.
Solid pick right there. King Corbin's on like every episode of Raw or SmackDown or whatever. Picks up a lot of wins. I think it's a solid, smart pick from a solid, smart, maybe a little soft man.
Baron? Pick Baron Corbin.
I did pick Baron Corbin. That guy's on every episode of everything he's on.
All right. Raw, with their third pick, selects The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. He's on multiple times every episode. That's what I was trying to say. The Fiend. Going to Raw.
Larson, looking to potentially scare his viewers on Raw, picks up The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
This guy's scary. Oh, boy, he's scary. He reminded me of this guy I used to hang out with at orgies. He used to wear one of them crazy clown masks. Had kind of a micro going on, though, so he wasn't that intimidating. Just sort of weird to look at him.
Oh, boy. With my next pick in the WWE 2019 draft, 2019, Team SmackDown picks the current SmackDown Women's Champion. She doesn't lose matches, man, because Vince McMahon loves her. Charlotte Flair. That's who it is. It's Ric Flair's daughter.
Oh, Steve picked the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
She is absolutely lovely. She is a fierce competitor, and I love her series of pornographic Instagram posts with Andrade Almas. I think she's terrific.
With Raw's fourth pick, we select Kevin Owens.
That's a good one.
Kevin Owens coming to Raw. Great pick. Man, that's a hell of a pick.
That's a good pick.
Gosh, that's fantastic. I'm with this draft.
Solid pick there from Ann Larson, picking Kevin Owens.
You ever wrestled a skunk before, Burl? I went 75 minutes with one back in Armadillo back in the day in front of 15 convicts.
Oh, boy. With my next pick, WWE Draft 2019. We choose, SmackDown does choose the War Raiders. They win a lot. They wrestle on every damn episode. We just got the top tag team. They're going to be tag champions. Woo! I just blew it up, man.
And our first tag team is off the board. The War Raiders, selected by Steve here, going to SmackDown.
Vikings terrify me, Burl.
Why is that, Jesse?
I saw two of them plow my wife back in 1982. That was my third wife. Didn't last but 6 weeks.
With the fifth pick, their fifth pick, Raw selects the legit boss, Sasha Banks.
Larson fortifying his women's division by selecting the boss, Sasha Banks.
She is absolutely terrifying. I am scared to death of bosses. They are in all their HR paperwork, sexual harassment videotapes, and all that. I say no to that. It's a good pick, though. She's terrific.
I can't imagine you've ever had a boss in your life, Jesse.
None that last more than like 2 hours there, Burl.
With the next pick, gonna fill out that women's division with yeah, that makes sense. Bailey. I got Bailey. I got the other horsewoman. We split horsewomen's nay.
Steve selects the last of the four horsewomen, Bailey.
Oh, yeah. Bailey is a terrific competitor. I'm not a big fan of hugging, though, Burl. If you're not prepared to go pantsless on a first date, and that means going past a hug, I want nothing to do with you. What's so funny, Burl?
Raw, with their next selection, picks maybe, probably, yeah, I dare say yes, the greatest tag team in WWE history, The New Day.
Fantastic pick by Larson, selecting The New Day.
I've always wanted to fight a unicorn, Burl. I think it'd be very interesting to see what kind of magical powers I could utilize in the ring against a magical creature.
You are aware that unicorns do not exist.
Wait, what?
You're losing this whole thing. Raw is now like the D show, man. Speaking of D, my next pick for SmackDown is the, what do they call him? What do they call Bob Lashley? The Immortal? No, that's Hogan. What do they call Lashley? The Almighty. We picked the Almighty Bob Lashley. He's going to be winning a lot of matches now because he's got that Lana going on.
Next, Steve selects Bobby Lashley.
This is the terrific pick. Bobby. Hey, Bobby, call me. Call me. You know what I'm talking about. You know, man, down in my travels down in Armadillo, man, me and Bobby Lashley, we used to travel the road together all the time. Every single bar in town, they had our picture on the walls. Do not let these guys in because these long dicks right here are ready to take that whole bar one by one by one by one. Woo, man. Me and Bobby Lashley had a lot of fun.
Jesse's excited about this selection.
I am fully engorged, Burl. You saw it. That's right. Look at it. Soak it in. Look at it again, son. Look at it again. It's right there. Look at it. You're not going to look at it? All right. Your loss.
McCann confirmed he is fully engorged.
Looking to further solidify their tag division, Raw selects the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Say yeah, the Revival.
Larson says yeah, selects the Revival.
Oh, I love these old boys right here. They're throwbacks to a day that I remember fondly, the 1980s. Well, I don't remember the first half of them. I was blackout on cocaine. Unbelievable the amount of white that went up this nose. Do you know what a septum is, Burl?
I'm aware, yes.
I do not have one.
I can see that.
Yep. One big giant tube in my nose right now because of the eroding effects of cocaine.
You smell of cocaine currently.
Yeah, it's through the pores, Burl. It's in the skin now.
Well, that was a good pick, but it's not better than this next pick. Right now, they are... Who do I want to pick? That's who I want to pick. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing you did, but with the Raw Tag Team Champions. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to select a different tag team on SmackDown, Rowan and Harper. They're just coming off a thing. They're probably going to have more of a thing happening. So I'm thinking they're going to do pretty good. Rowan and Harper. They're letting Rowan talk now.
Steve selects his second tag team, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
I've been in the locker room with these two, Burl, and I can tell you right now they smell like pure shit, like deep shit, like the shit that's rooted. It's been in your lower intestines for like a good 6 months.
The three of you must really get along then.
Oh, I love these guys. I party all day long with them. If I could be in a room and lock myself in a closet with them, I will. I love the whiff of deep shit, Burl.
Next, Raw is going to select a performer who doesn't show up very often, but when he does, oh wow, massive impact. Your current WWE champion. He's going to be on more often because was on SmackDown, now on Raw. Brock Lesnar.
Oh, great value pick for Larson here, selecting the WWE champion, Brock Lesnar.
This man is like a part man and part bear. And also part, you ever see that movie, The Terminator? I rented that on VHS the other night, and it's terrific. He's kind of like me. He shows up places randomly naked.
All right, this next one is a lock. She is basically the entire women's mid-card division. It's Lacey Evans. Oh, boy. All she does is win matches in like the first 2 hours of Raw. It's great. Lacey Evans is my next pick.
Oh, solid pick here from Steve here. Lacey Evans.
Oh, a classy lady if I ever did see one, Burl. I think she is a spectacular athlete. She reminds me of my sixth wife. We were married for all about 10 minutes before I realized...
Well, let's just move on now.
I'm not proud of that moment.
Next, Raw selects the current women's tag team champions, Asuka and Kyrie Sane.
Great pick from Ann Larson, selecting Asuka and Kyrie Seine, the current WWE Women's Tag Team Champion.
Oh, Asuka is absolutely terrific. Projectile vomiting to beat her victims. I love it. I love every second of it. I have projectile vomited many times on opponents in many different territories.
I'm sure that wasn't intentional, however, Jesse.
With my pick next up here in draft, I select third generation superstar Randy Orton. That's a good pick. Whenever he's around, he wins. Don't give me that side eye.
Steve selects Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's terrific, but maybe the only streaming he should stick to is water sports with his lady.
With their 10th pick, Raw selects the current celebrity wrestler or program. You know what I mean? It's Braun Strowman. Hands. Braun Strowman staying on Raw.
Great value pick here from Ann Larson, selecting Braun Strowman.
This isn't actually my title, you know. This isn't one of the... I stole this. This is the NWA World's title. I stole this from Barry Windham. That's okay, though. He stole it from Ric Flair.
Jesse, is that your mustache on the championship?
Oh, shit.
With this next pick, this push has gotta last at least till Mania. Maybe not. My next, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this. He's currently injured, but I'm looking for the. No, I'm not gonna. Chad Gable, Shorty Gable. It's Chad Gable. Not happy with that pick. Not confident about that pick. Bad pick. Not a good pick.
I've had a lot of scotch today, Burl.
I can smell it.
Not a good pick, but Raw's next pick is going to be great. Daniel Bryan.
Another great value pick here from Ann Larson, selecting Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah, a little environmentalist. Oh, man. He wouldn't be too happy with my car, Burl.
I have seen your vehicle.
Yep, gets good 3 miles per gallon. It's terrific. I love it.
No one accused you of being an environmentalist, Jesse.
Nope, not at all. The other day I peed on a tree and it felt great.
All right, fine. Next in the draft, I select screw it. Shinsuke Nakamura, IC champion. That's a good pick right there.
Steve selects his second mid-card champion, choosing Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
They call this guy the king of song style.
Strong style, Jesse.
I love what?
Strong
I
style.
thought it was the king of song style. I was going to say I love a good tune.
Raw for their next pick selects the host of A Moment of Bliss, former Women's Tag Team Champion, Alexa Bliss.
Next, Larson selects Alexa Bliss.
Oh, she is absolutely terrific. A moment of bliss. I love talk shows. What's your favorite talk show, Burl?
I've always been fond of Donahue.
I'm going to do the other thing and get Nicky Cross. I got Nicky Cross, everybody. Ooh. Nicky Cross is my next pick.
Jesse, are you ever going to attach your mustache back to your face?
I don't have any more glue, Burl.
Looking to further fortify their tag division, Raw selects the soon-to-be-returning Usos.
Larson fortifying his tag team division, selecting the Usos.
Oh, I love the Usos. I wrestled a bear once, and it got behind me, and I felt his full erection.
Not a big fan of these guys, but heavy machinery.
Burl, I didn't wear deodorant today. Is that okay?
No.
Looking to further fortify their tag division, Raw selects AOP, Authors of Pain. They're going to be squashing a lot of people coming up soon. They are, yeah.
You ever stabbed somebody in the kidney before, Burl?
Can't say that I have, Jesse.
Trying to figure out ways to get on that show Dateline.
Next, I have a feeling this guy is going to be winning some matches, at least in the short term. He looks great. He's got a great mustache. Rusev Machka. Dun, 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 dun.
Next, Steve selects Rusev.
Oh, the Bulgarian brute, the cuckold. Burl, rumor has it that you have experienced a bit of the cuckolding in your day. Can you explain some of that, please, and let us know about the joys of cuckolding?
It was a time in my life when my wife and I chose to experiment.
Do you have any videotapes? May I see them, please?
Let's move on.
Next, Raw selects, oh man, this particular superstar is a stud, all man, gonna roll into Raw, full hog, Drew McIntyre. He's coming back from injury soon.
Rock solid pick from Ann Larson.
I started this draft day out with a mustache and then it fell off. What else can happen?
Let's see here. Next. with their next pick on SmackDown Live. Ricochet. I get Ricochet. He's really fast.
Fantastic pick here from Steve, choosing Ricochet.
This is a terrible pick. What he does is not wrestling. It's just zooming and zapping all over the ring. He looks like a darn fool. This is horrible. This ain't pro wrestling. Pro wrestling's got to be a bunch of meaty men in the ring, slapping each other on the chest.
Next, Raw selects how many times he's won the 24/7 championship. Title win's a title win, though. RTruth on Raw.
Next, Larson selects perennial 24/7 champion RTruth.
I remember wrestling RTruth back when he debuted in 1963. He was awesome, man. I could tell this guy had all the gumption in the world. He started late in life, too. He was already 46 when he started.
An amazing feat.
All right. I'm going to pick Ali. He's a great high flyer.
Jesse, curious to get your take on Steve's latest pick, Ali.
Trash, pure trash. All that flipping and flying all over the ring. What is this, the circus? Get out of here with this crap. This is pro wrestling, where meaty men take on bears and horses and sometimes skunks in the middle of the ring in front of 15 convicts. That's right. Yeah, that's pro wrestling for you. None of this zipping and zooping all over the ring. Get out of here with that trash. Terrible pick.
With their next pick, Raw selects the greatest masked wrestler of all time and friend of Cain Velasquez, Rey Mysterio.
You'll certainly love this pick, Jesse. Larson selects the greatest masked wrestler of all time, Rey Mysterio.
I am a huge fan of the lucha tradition there, Burrow. I used to know El Santo personally. In fact, we used to hang out at parties together. I used to pick up his sloppy seconds. That means he would have sex on a woman, and I would do it afterwards.
With the next pick for SmackDown, the last tag team that I'm going to choose, it's going to be Rudolph. Bob Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Because I'm assuming even if they break up, I still get them as singles guys. Nice.
Steve selecting his final tag team, Bob Roode, Dolph Ziggler. Awful late in this draft to be selecting the Raw Tag Team Champion.
I started this day with a mustache and then it fell off, Burl. What else could possibly happen?
With their next selection, Raw selects host of Miz TV, getting numbers, points for all those talk show segments, The Miz.
Larson bringing a little bit of Hollywood to Raw, selecting The Miz.
I went to Hollywood once back in 1986. It was a cesspool then and it's a cesspool now. I'd appreciate it if we didn't have to talk about this character, The Miz.
With my final man pick in the 2019 WWE Draft. It's one of two names. Got to go with my gut. He'll probably be returning from whatever he's doing lately. Was Samoa Joe injured? What's his deal? He's injured? You don't know? You're useless. Samoa Joe. It's my last man pick.
Steve rounds out his men's division, selecting Samoa Joe.
It's just me or Steve been gaining weight. Boy, that guy really likes his cheesesteaks, doesn't he?
Who doesn't?
Monday Night Raw, their last tag team, they're going to take to further fortify their tag division. Who knows when they're coming back, if they're coming back. It's the 19th round, whatever. The Hardy Boys.
Interesting pick here from Ann Larson, selecting the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, one of these guys is probably definitely going to jail there, bro. I'm not sure how smart this was for Ann Larson when he still had Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder on the board.
Fair point, Jesse. For once, you make a good point.
Thanks, Burl. Glad to see I've earned my steak meal.
With the 20th pick for Team SmackDown on Fox, Big Money Show, Team SmackDown selects Ember Moon. Sometimes she's not on TV, sometimes she is. She's great.
And the final selection of this year's draft, Steve selects Ember Moon.
A legit were-person. Werewolf people are absolutely insane.
Jesse.
I've wrestled several of these werewolf people in my day.
Jesse, that is completely incorrect.
She is a werewolf. Did you not see? Her name is Ember Moon. The moon comes up, and then she turns into a werewolf. She lets out a big howl at the beginning. It also helps when you're on mushrooms watching Raw, because then people turn into werewolves, Burl. In fact, you look kind of hairy yourself, my friend.
Here we go. Sign of sportsmanship from the two heads of the respective brands, Steve and Larson. A handshake.
It's always good to see sportsmanship between two honest competitors. Oh, this handshake is turning very tense, though.
Oh, some impressive hand strength from man Larson.
Wow, that guy must use his hand quite a bit. Probably usually on his member. He looks like a supreme masturbator. I would know, I am one.
It looks like you're ready to go right now, Jesse. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you next year.
Goodbye.